Hello, welcome to a live stream from Composer's Voice. My name is Robert Boise. I am a director of Composer's Voice, and this live stream will be featuring Andrew White, a baritone, with his project Collaboration and Accompaniment. Ken Smith of New York Concert Review hailed Andrew White as a formidable interpreter. Every song composer should be lucky with such collaborators. Dr. Andrew White currently serves on the voice faculty of the University of Nebraska at Kearney. He holds bachelor's and master's degree, as well as an artist diploma and doctorate from the Cleveland Institute of Music, Case Western Reserve University. Andrew White has made his New York debut at Wild Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall in a program devoted to the songs of Frederick Koch with the composer at the piano. The goal of this online event is to foster and broaden the art song genre. This event creates an opportunity for composers to express their voice, more musical ideas, as well as explore and experiment with accompaniment through the digital video medium. Composers are encouraged to be experimental or just compose outside their comfort zone to create works. And our first piece of we're going to bring up is The Fragmentalist by Richard Nye, and Richard is joining us. Hi, Richard. How's it going?
Hi, Robert. Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you?
Doing well. So why don't you say your name, tell us a little bit about yourself and your piece that's we're going to
thank you. My name's Richard Nye. I live in southern England, near the south coast of England. And my piece, The Fragmentist, is an expansive theatrical work that sort of is set in the 19th century. The character is a loner who goes out on the streets to collect rubbish, trash, and bits of cardboard, bits of wood, glass bottles, and things that he then takes back to an attic where he constructs his own cityscape, his own environment, where he wants to live. So he sort of has shunned society a bit and is building his own environment. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to Andrew and to Composer's Voice for taking this on. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. And now let's bring on Andy.
This final hour of dark sky, for many years this time outside is my own. Life leaves the streets for the comfort of a fire. I scan the alleyways for what I desire. A scrap of existence, trash from the whole, in a moment is mine. I take it home. A fragment cast down will be reborn in a creation. What is this? A matchbox, I believe. Size and a cardboard drawer. Two spent matches inside the rest. Walking home with treasure in my hand. Walking home a richer man. Walking home with visions in my mind. Walking home as the rain begins, the rain begins. shadows of the wall. I move quickly now. Not far to go now. I keep my treasure near. The rain-washed sidewalk reflects the view. Shoes could show themselves. I should run. Darkness has come. Not far to go now. I keep my treasure near. Here's the doorway. I crafting my dream with the refuse that I find. Building a world from discarded memories. Making a city in the way of my choosing. No one lives there. No one lives there but me. But me. No one lives there but me. Just to be here, just to be here now, just to be here, just to be here now, be here now, in my own place, in my own world. My own time, in my own
Fabulous. And let me bring on our next composer, Carlotta Ferrari. Hi, Carlotta. How are you?
Hi, Robert. I'm fine. Thank you.
Excellent. And where are you joining us from, Carlotta?
I'm joining you from Italy, of course. And first of all, I would like to apologize. I need to apologize for both my English and my connection. I am Italian, so none of these things are given for granted in Italy. Not English, neither connection.
Oh, you sound great. You've been with us before. We'll be fine.
Okay, thanks. I hope so. Yeah, very excellent. I am enjoying the concert a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks to Andrew White for choosing my piece. It's a big honor indeed. Yeah.
We're so happy to play your piece.
Thank you.
So, Carlotta, why don't you tell us your name, a little bit about yourself, and a little bit about the piece coming up?
Yeah, nothing much to say. I'm Carlotta Ferrari. I come from Italy, and I am a composer. My piece is a sacred piece I wrote for one of the most beautiful monumental cemeteries in Italy, and it is actually it was actually written for a book about the cemetery. So it is a sacred piece. And I wrote it to be intended to be sung by myself. So it's very user-friendly, but it requires a lot of expression. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. It sounds wonderful. Let's bring on Andrew. Great piece. Well, Carlotta was talking about Italy having spotty internet, but I think California has some spotty internet too. We lost Blair Whitington, but I know he's trying to get back online. So hopefully we'll bring him on after his piece. Wait. Do I see him? Hold on. There he is.
Sorry, my internet went out and I just reset it and I got your message.
No worries.
Okay.
Well, welcome back.
I was like, oh, I hope Carlotta's piece is long.
So why don't you tell us your name and a little bit about yourself and your piece coming up?
Hi, my name's Blair Whitington. I'm a composer in Los Angeles, California. It's just before noon here. I know we're very international today. My piece is Rainy Days. It's a sequel to a piece that Andy performed 2 years ago called Dry Season. He's performed it a few times, and it was my first shot at trying Logic with the singer and accompaniment. So I thought that was a piece about a hermit who lives through a drought, and was completely self-sufficient, and it's very hard to grow food when you're living through a drought. So this is the sequel. So this is called Rainy Days, and it's the hermit coming out of the drought. So you'll hear the rain starting, and he's kind of desperate at first, but then he starts to hear the rain, and it accumulates, and you'll hear the music switch to 6/8 towards the end, and he finally realizes that everything will be okay. So
sounds wonderful. A little rain to brighten our day. Let's hear what Andy's does.
Saturates the ground.
Awesome.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
Oh, great. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, we've got half of the planet, right? Scoring from Europe to California and so forth. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this. Everybody here is our returning champions, right? I think everybody's been part of 15 Minutes of Fame over, at one time or another. And I feel like, so Blair, you wrote for Andy before, but Carlotta, did you write for Andy last time? I forget.
No, I didn't.
He's a great performer, and so this is our part.
Indeed.
This is our part one of this. We're going to be doing another 4 pieces coming up in the summer, and hopefully we'll be recording all these in the studios here in New York. Here's a little bravo from Ed. Do you guys have any questions or comments for Andy?
Just thank you for performing the piece, Andy. It's a real privilege to be part of this. It's a great idea as well, voice and the accompaniment. It wasn't something I'd done before, so I just want to say thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Andy. I was wondering when I was writing the piece how easy it would be to hear the text, and it was very clear. So that was great too.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. You did a wonderful performance. Did you want to say anything, Andy, about the project?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it. Am I on? Okay. First of all, I want to thank the composers for these wonderful pieces. They were all 3 very interesting pieces and bringing to me challenges that I was engaged to rise to. I particularly put up this call for works for baritone and fixed media because it's something I've been playing with lately. We've been doing several performances this way. When COVID came around, how are you going to keep going? And performing this way was one of them. And when I perform to a track, there are numerous advantages for me. One thing, just in the rehearsal process, is that I always have an accompanist handy to rehearse with, because I can use the track however I like and whenever I like. But then, in terms of for the composer, I think it presents opportunities that you just don't get with any sort of live ensemble that you might compose for. So there are always practicalities that get in the way if you want to create an atmosphere with your music that involves more than just one instrument. So I was really hoping this go around to get sort of soundscapes that to sing with rather than traditional accompaniments, and that's what I feel like I got with these pieces. Pieces that really create atmosphere and that involve sound combinations that would not be possible in any other medium. And so, but I really feel like this is the sort of wave of, well, it's not the future. It's here and now. I just gave a presentation on this. It's called Voice and Fixed Media, the New Art Song Ensemble. I gave this presentation where I did some of the pieces that we had gotten from previous calls, including Blair's previous piece, Dry Season. And gave this presentation at the College Music Society, and right after my presentation, there was another presentation with two singers who came on with their little Bluetooth speaker and sang their music with a full orchestra recorded onto this little, which is, trying to find good ways of presenting music in this way does present something of a challenge, because I've done that. We've had, have a speaker that has the accompaniment coming out of it, and then me sing acoustically, and it you can do it. You can do the music that way, which is what they did with this presentation. You were able to hear these works that were for full orchestra and two singers, and not have to have a full orchestra with you. And that's important for being able to present work at a conference. But there is this sort of disconnect in the sound between the natural sound and the sound that comes from speakers. And so we've been playing with this setup whereby my voice is being fed into the track, and we're able to come up with a more blended sound that way. Trying to find ways to make this ensemble which makes so many things possible that otherwise couldn't be increasingly desirable through our use of technology. And I'm very fortunate I have Giovanni Flores here, who is a wonderful sound technician at my school, the University of Nebraska at Kearney, who is helping me on my end, and then Rob, of course, on the other end, to come up with a sound that really takes advantage of this medium.
And then you just singing all the notes.
Pardon?
And then you just singing all the notes. Andy, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I agree with you as a composer and one who's done a lot of electronic soundtracks and so forth. It's a great medium of which composers can specifically compose for, rather than sort of the audio sort of trying to make up for something that's missing or not attainable at that particular moment. With that said, let me just bring everybody else on. I want to thank everybody again for this. It's a little bit of a short show today, but a lot of great music. I don't know if anybody else had any other comments to say about sort of this electronic medium genre that we're playing around with a collaboration and accompaniment.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a chance for me to learn Logic, so that's been great. Along the way, there's a lot of sounds in there and other things I'm importing, like the rain.
Yeah, I went around my house and made sounds with all sorts of things, and then played them backwards, and just tried to see if things fitted. And I had ideas in my head, but it really was a creative idea. to have the opportunity to use different sounds and experiment. It's a lot of fun. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of the best, thing of with computer or tape or, electronic playback is that you can use any sound, right? I mean, anything that you can possibly create. And you have the freedom of using it just once, right? Just something that's beautiful all unto itself. And there's no pressure to bring it again, right? Like, it's hard if you have a whole orchestra, you're only going to play the flute once. It's hard to pay a flute player for just, one piece, anyway.
Yeah. So one of the things I think we were taught, of course, in school about writing chamber music was to give everybody a good part. Well, when it's an electronic accompaniment, you don't necessarily have to do that. You just have to make it sound good and work with the live performer. So you're freed up a bit from that.
Yeah, it did give you some freedom. It sounds good. Yeah.
Wonderful. Andy, thank you again. Excellent performance. We can't wait for the next one. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be doing 4 more composers in a month or so. And Blair, Carlotta, and Richard, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your work with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Real privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.